You don't see too many people do this in the real world, right? And then a lot of times, you know, when you see if you go to YouTube and type in brawl, you'll see all sorts of crazy stuff that in a dojo people will tell you that never happens. No one winds up like this. No one does that. Really? So this was on a Southwest flight at DIA just a couple weeks ago. Clearly the guy has no training. You can see he's got a broken wrist, not broken injured, but broken bent. And he's about to deck a steward. Huh? In the back of the head without him looking, right? So be very careful. People all the time when they're training say, oh, that doesn't happen. Like Bruce said, there might be that 1 in 1,000 time where it most certainly does. Some of you are old enough to remember 5 hours ago where we did this, okay? And Lee Sensei was talking about how if you're caught on video looking like this, you don't look like the aggressor, but you can respond just as easily. So Emil and I, for whatever reason, maybe I don't want to fight, maybe he does, whatever. He's worried I'm going to hit him in the face real quick. He comes up and grabs. So we did some moves from there. Let's do another one. This time, again, Foodi kabodi, up and to the outside. And here, irimi and a beginning of a tenkan or a tenkai. Okay, too often in Aikido people enter so deeply and then there's nothing to do. Okay, so from here, raising, pick one side, doesn't matter which side. I like to pick the foot of his forward foot. Here. I'm turning my 1 point's on his 1 point. The way I do Riminage, I don't draw people down to the mat, hang out for a while, have a cup of coffee, wait for them to stand up, and then dump them. I don't do that. I like coming in here, controlling the head immediately, and putting them down. So, sliding left foot, raising left hand, right here, Foodi kabodi. I've got atemi opportunities right here. Turn head to shoulder, and Riminage right away. Nice, tight, not big and superfluous. Here, boom, there's nice temi here, turn, and iriminage. It could be a 10-kan or a 5-kan. Everybody knows what a 5-kan is, right? Half a 10-kan, okay. I only have 6 jokes, thank you for laughing. This way. But once again, I mean, do you see people doing it from here? Sure. But it's just not something you'll see too often. Sometimes females go, yes it is. Okay, so here, this is Foodi kabodi. We started earlier when we did the KOSA-DORI here. We did the sword raise. This is just a very primitive self-defense motion. When a bee flies by my head, I do this, right? So it comes in very, very naturally. So irimi, temi opportunities here. Turn, head to shoulder, not chin to elbow, head to shoulder. A lot of people do a riminage like this. Please don't do that. If you're going to do it, get it here. Boom. Anyway, let's try that technique we did, the entry here. Slide, cut. Lots of opportunity here. Tenkan, iriminage. You could call this ura. Let's try this. We'll start with here.
Pairs?
Yeah, let's do pairs. Do pairs, but watch where you throw, please.
Like, don't roll this because I'll be busted.
Carl, check this out. Just like you're raising a sword. Slide your right foot and your left hand. Yep. Well, you went across the line. Watch what happens to my posture. See how I'm off balance? Yep. So slide the outside foot here. Boom. And then iriminage.
Hike.
Okay, Chotto, stay where you are, please. So, we just did this, just basic static, and I showed the an ura version where I'm here, behind, tight, turn, throw. But several of you figured out there are so many other, if he gives me any pushing of any kind, I just draw him in. Thank you. Right? So, as he pushes toward me, slow, relax. I don't have to do a tenkan. I don't have to enter. I can I can taijin, retreat, boom. So change partners, try this again, but this time drawing back. Maybe if he's pushing on me, if he grabs me and pushes me, right? Going forward's not an option. It doesn't make sense. It's Aikido, right? Aikido is go with the energy that they're giving you. And turn the other way if you choose. You have an infinity of exits. Ura tenkai, mote tenkan. Irimi's not just irimi. There's so many other, we talk about directions a lot in here. Soto, uchi, omote, ura, tenkan, tenkai, irimi, taijin. They're all different things. They're not one thing. And they can be many combinations of things. So now try some combinations of those things. Here, down, boom, right in. That time was more of a komi direction, advance. Here, brought back out. So change directions, change partners, try it again, and be kind to each other. Good. Now remember, you still can't throw somebody unless you're taller than them. Okay, so if he's taller than you, give me some forward energy, please. Good. I'm out. So I have to correct that height. Now he's a lot shorter than me. And the irimi comes in handy. Don't go into him when he's taller than you. Okay, Yame. So we're short on time. Let's do the same technique, but let's call this one the Southwest Airlines Special. Okay. So you saw the picture, right? So someone's giving you some ridiculous, wild wind-up. And, one of the things I really liked about Lee Sensei and Bruce Sensei's stuff today is he winds up, give him that nice big, good. I mean, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. But training ourselves to respond in that manner is difficult because when we see something coming, our inclination is this, right? To lean back, to move away, to cover up. Entering is difficult. It's something that has to be conditioned. So as he winds up, okay, boom, I'm going to the mid-forearm. Some people like to go to the elbow. I don't like that because there's still this opportunity here. I like to go to the mid-forearm. And once again, we have the same entry we just did, followed by any irimi directional of your choice. Nice and slow. Okay, boom. This is taking him out. Don't go too deeply. You won't have anything to work with. Foodi kabodi. Head to shoulder, irimi nage. Turn if you want. It's not important. Boom. Foodi kabodi. Down. Irimi nage. See, linear. In. This I'm a little too deep. So I'll change gears. Does that make sense? Foodi kabodi. So has anybody never heard that word before? Anybody unfamiliar with foodi kabodi? It means raise the sword above your head. And when Wei Shihan was here, he said, Aikido is this way, not this way. But people all the time, they're doing techniques like this, right? Raise your sword. Wei Shihan said, the first 8 weeks of all his students do nothing but sword. A lot of people quit because they go, I didn't come here to learn sword. You're not learning sword, you're learning how to move in Aikido. So here comes that Southwest Special. Boom. Enter. And I'm not just blocking. I'm blending, turning my 1 point toward him. Now from here, I have my druthers of directional throw. Let's try this, please. New partners. Kagi Genko, hook punch. Okay, Yame. So let's just work on the entry a little bit here. So some of you guys are doing something that Bruce talked about earlier, that when he comes in, they're just kind of blocking, right? And that's painful. There's no weapon involved. Maybe a forearm doesn't break, but it's not pleasant, right? Aikido is the art of blending. So we can retreat, we can enter. The more I enter, the more I shorten the effectiveness of that lever. But let's try one now where we retreat. Other side, please. And we're engaging in Hutatsu no Hoko here, which means moving in two different directions simultaneously. I'm retreating and blending with this energy and leaving my fist where it is. See? So, Futatsu no Hoko, I'm moving forward and backward at the same time. Here, from here under, here's my Foodi kabodi, and any irimi you'd like. Okay, so we'll change partners, we'll try it again. However, real quick, here, stand this way for me. So, some of you guys are perhaps unfamiliar with this. It's really common to see this in Aikido. People doing this stuff, grabbing the side of the head. Couple of things there. One, for safety, I might stick my finger in his eye. He might not like that. Two, for safety, he might bite off one of my fingers. Okay? So, face them. If I just grab his head and bend him this way, his body creates the letter C, right, in the alphabet. What I do is I come to the neck and I create the letter S. It's a different feeling. Turn around. Yes, it is? Okay, good. So this is the way I do it. Right below your ears, you got these two bulbous, bony protuberances, right? And you got big muscles that attach to that. I take these two fingers, these middle fingers, I place them below the mastoid, and I drop my elbow down, and I create that S shape in his spine that you can just basically take someone down. Getch Sensei taught this to me. This way, which is very different than this. You're not really affecting him overly. So slide down below the ear and create the letter S in his spine. This way, okay? So we're gonna blend and retreat. Try not to clash. And change partners, please. A couple more minutes. Okay, Yame, please, with your current partner, try the kokidoza we did in the first half of the day. KAESHI-DORI kokidoza. Okay? See if it got any better. Okay, Yame, let's line up. We are short out of time. So our art is evolving in places like this, right? And in other places it's same old, same old. And that's not unique to Aikido. Some of you know I'm a retired chiropractic doctor, and same thing happened in that profession. There was a big, very charismatic founder of the art, and when he died, people chose camps. Some said, we're going to do it just the way he did it, and others said, we're going to continue. We're going to evolve. And some of us have done so more than others, right? So I hope you today enjoyed our workshop. Let's bow out. Mokso. Great. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, thank you. Take a second.